I'm Daru. I'm a licensed contractor in a city that is famous for its brick houses. Today, I'm going to show you how to widen this window opening, install a lintel. There's two different options. You guys probably don't know that. I'm going to show you how to do it step by step with this tool right here. Let's get started. Grab a piece of lumber that is straight. I know that's a hard task. Now, this right here is going to guarantee straight cuts for us. What I'm going to do, this is a fence board, and I'm simply going to attach it here to my masonry wall. My window, by the way, is 64 inches high. That's quite tall. Now, because this brick is over 100 years old, I'm actually going to use a sleeve anchor. If you have new brick, you could use just a masonry nail, but this tends to chip and crumble. So we're going to give this a shot. Got a 1/4 inch drill bit. Okay, so we have that nice and plumb. Okay, what I'm really looking for is this outside edge, right? And I got a nice secure line there, okay? Let's grab our saw. Some pretty clean cuts. Yeah, not too bad. For this side of the window, I don't have to make a cut. I'm just gonna use this as the rough opening, but take a look down here. And look what I'm dealing with here. This is kind of a complete hot mess, so I'm just gonna freehand this because we're gonna have to do a little restoration in here. So that is our edge here. Taking a look on this side. That is our edge. That's looking pretty good. We did one pass with the grinder because it's a free tool that I have. It's simple. It's made a nice curve. It's made that nice valley. We're gonna slide our circular saw blade in there now and finish up the cut. And I've just done that to make it a little bit easier for the circular saw. Circular saw though, take a look, did a pretty good job of those cuts. And I have to tell you, I bought an inexpensive blade because some of those blades are really, really, really expensive, okay? I had to call in reinforcements. I got Kyle here. He's Mason in the city. He's helping me out big time. You know how I said we're a city famous for our double brick? Well, Kyle, guess what we got? What did we find?
Triple brick.
Triple brick. So where do we normally find triple brick? Not on a house like this.
Usually churches, schools, stuff like that.
And guess what? We're not going to have one lintel. We're not going to have two lintels. We're going to have how many lintels?
3 lintels.
So you wanted to learn how to install a lintel? Today's your lucky day, guys. So we're actually going to use a 16-inch saw to cut the opening for the window, and Kyle is going to do that because it's a really big, powerful saw. You do not want to use that as a homeowner, or I certainly don't want to use it because it's just really big and powerful. Okay, that's a huge question I wanted to ask Kyle, actually. Very good question. When do you use jacks? So Kyle's saying we are using jacks to support the load, the bricks, right? Because you see a lot of people just taking out lintels and not supporting the bricks. What's the rule on that for a homeowner?
It's better to be safe than sorry, especially when you come to a corner of a house, just because all the load's coming to that corner. I don't think that's strong enough. I think you're better off just putting a jack every 1.5 feet just to be safe. These
are gonna go on top of the jacks to support all the bricks above us. And this is called needling, okay? Word of the day, needling. These are called strong boys, and they're sitting on jacks, right? Or on your...
Yeah, they're separate, so you just attach it to it.
Yeah, okay. Strong boys sitting on the jacks, and those were heavy, right?
Oh yeah.
Never want to remove this and not have it supported. So there we have it, 6 inches bearing. That's actually bigger.
Yeah, way bigger.
Way bigger. Go big or go home, right? So this right here is the offcut of your steel lintel. Now, when you go to your hardware store, it is usually 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. This one is actually 5.5 inches high. We call this a high back because quite simply, it has a high back. And why it's bigger than a normal lintel is because our span is really wide. It's 52 inches. So we're going with this right here. It's gonna sit like that. We're gonna do back-to-back L's and we'll show you how that goes in a second, and we're gonna get it ready.
Okay.
All right, so lintel is going in. You can see the high back is at the back, and we have more than 6 inches of bearing on the left side and the right side. We're gonna double check that, and of course, get the level on it. It's our favorite tool here on the channel, our levels, right? But the good news is our house is level. So, you know, call the newspaper on that. And don't forget, I know a lot of the building codes, especially for our American friends in the UK, new construction for us here in Canada, you have to have a waterproofing membrane on your lintel. So that is what we have here. We're just gonna peel off the backing and stick it. But you don't want it showing, obviously. Great when it's stick. Anyone got some duct tape?
Right.
Going in, you can see the backside is all rough. There you go. Chisel it. That's a good technique there. Got a mix here, the mortar mix.
Yeah.
Got his tools.
Better to use a small trowel than a big trowel, and basically just make sure it's wet enough. So compress it.
Compress it.
Right. So then it sticks. That's how you know you got a perfect consistency.
Tricks of the trade. I love it.
It's easier to butter your brick that way.
Front?
Yeah. You can just kind of drop it on it. There you go.
Should it be more towards the front?
Yeah. So you just add more.
Do I need more?
Yeah. Just go boom, 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 and then we just slide it in.
And I apply pressure.
Yeah, you're good.
Clean that up.
Nice. Yeah, just scrape it off.
Like this?
Yes. There you go. That's it.
And so you're buttering, that's gonna give you a good bond, right? Anytime we're buttering for bond. All right, there we go. That's what we want. So what was that called again? The slick?
Slick, yeah.
So Kyle actually let this set up for a bit, and you're using the back of your broom.
Yeah, this is a joiner. It will give a smoother look, but the problem is it looks too new.
Right.
Whereas the old joints look very weathered, right? So I like to use the wood instead.
So he's using this to give it more of a restoration. So it blends with the old brick. If you use the joiner, it's gonna look like this, which is bad.
Yeah.
Well, we don't wanna do this. This is existing work that doesn't look very good, but we want it to blend. So there you go.
Let's just give it a little brush.
So what that does is it's giving it a little texture. The aggregate's coming out. I like that.
Up top.
So Kyle is tooling the mortar right now. And what are you tapping it? Why are you tapping it?
Just to make it more flush.
Make it more flush?
Yeah.
So if something's not exactly where you like it, you're gonna tap it?
Correct, yeah. Yeah, like see how this one sticks out a little bit?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna tap it while it's still loose.
Okay, oh I see, it's going in there, nice. Okay, so you're course correcting.
Yeah.
All right guys, we have the second lintel installed, see back to back on the inside. We got one first lintel, second lintel, bricks all the way up. Okay, our second one went in. We saw the brick going in. Our third one is going in, but as you guys can see, it is nighttime and these guys gotta get home for dinner. We gotta eat. All right, we'll regroup. We'll come back first thing in the morning. All right, we are back this morning and we are just getting prepped to install that third lintel. It's actually in position. We're just gonna level it out and we're in the process of removing the 2 jacks. We've removed one, we have one there. And look at this window. I want you guys to take a look. See how wide that is? That is 52 inches wide. So when you're inside the home, the view is absolutely amazing. We've added so much light to this space and value because of the window opening. And if you are new to the channel, landscaping is a big component of what we do here too, because when we are inside the house, you want to enjoy the view outside. That's the whole point. Okay, come on in. So this is our third lintel here, and we have the bricks going in, and they have to make full contact in this area here. There can be no gaps, no voids. It has to be fully supported. And a reminder to you guys too, as the bricks are going in here on the steel, we're not putting mortar on the steel. It's gonna be on either side of the brick and on top of the brick, because if you put mortar on steel, it's going to crack.
Make sure your drip edge is always on the outside.
This is a good point. Anytime you guys are installing a windowsill, you need a drip edge on the underside. That's just a curve cut. Water hits it and drops. If you don't have that, it goes back into your house, which you don't want to happen.
Yeah. Slide it just a little bit under there.
Yeah. On top?
Yeah. And then slide it towards me.
Towards you?
Yeah, you gotta go underneath there.
You're good?
A little bit more. That's okay.
Now, as your sill goes in, do not forget, we have to have this on a slight slope towards the exterior, because when rain hits it, you want it to drain away from your home. And the sill is from Indiana. Thank you, Indiana, for your beautiful limestone. Kyle's just checking. We want equal from there to there, right side of the window, and then left side. Those two measurements obviously have to be equal. This is a little tricky because it's an in-swing and it's giant. Now, what is standard anytime you're doing a window or door opening in masonry is to typically redo all of the bricks along the sides of your window in brick, so you have a nice finished edge. Now, what I didn't get a chance to show you is the rough opening cutout that I did on the outside. That is exactly the same thing that I did on the inside. It was just way too dusty to bring a camera in there. Now, when it comes to waterproofing your sill and your rough opening during your window installation, this is what I use on this window, on this sill. It's liquid flashing. If you don't know how to use this technique, you should definitely check it out. I like it for brick. It's how to waterproof brick, concrete, stucco, wood. This is how you do it. I'll check you in this one. See you, and thank you so much for watching.